Got a little work break. Had a few minutes, just wanted to get some fresh air. I'll probably delete this. Just had to come outside and get some air, man. Sitting behind that computer all day. It's not good for your eyes, you know. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a blessed day. I've been doing some research. I probably won't come on tonight. Probably just chill for a little bit and spend some time with my daughter and just try to figure out what the next move is going to be. I've been in really this deep reflection period with life, just kind of deeply reflecting. I like this area because it's walkable. You can walk around, get a nice little glimpse of nature out here. Living in environments that have nature is a big deal. Makes a big difference when you can just walk around certain areas outside your place. Makes a big difference having some nature around. I never lived this close to nature before like this, outside of like the mountains and stuff like that. Yeah, they got like a little step. Step area down here. Yeah, I didn't even know all this was down here. Have like a little step. Yeah, they got like some little steps down here where you could just come down. Yeah, I probably won't keep this live up. I was just taking a break from work a little bit. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. Everything is going well. Been doing some research for my next videos. I'm gonna take some time to just kind of explore. Take some time to kind of explore different topics. I probably won't come back on tonight. I've been really doing some research and really want to help share information that I think will be beneficial to the audience, so I need more time. Sometimes when you posting back to back, you don't really give yourself enough time to really be thoughtful and reflective. So just taking some time to kind of slow down and think more. I have some really good ideas though. I was doing some research last night on some good discussion points. I got do some more reading, but I have some really good ideas on topics that I think will be beneficial. But I'm praying for you guys that God strengthens your faith, keeps you strong in these times, these really challenging times. Hey, what's up, Isabel? How you doing? And that God just blesses you, you know, blesses your day. We're in the midweek, we're in the middle of the hump. So stay strong, stay in there. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it can be challenging in these times to really keep pushing. You know, I know you guys are working hard. you're trying to show up for your family, trying to show up for your friends, and dealing with a lot of negativity. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are doing a really great job. Really, really proud of you. You know, it's not easy. These times are not easy. So really proud of you, and keep your head up. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged. You know, there's a reward for you and all this effort that you're putting in, and all the work that you're doing. No, I'm out here walking. I'm out here walking next to my apartment. No, I'm not driving. I try not to drive if I don't absolutely have to. If I'm not picking up my daughter, driving is too stressful these days. A lot of people don't know how to act on these roads. They're too aggressive and speeding behind you. And I don't know what happened with the driving experience. It used to be fun driving in America. I don't remember in high school and my earlier years driving being such of a stressor. Driving used to be cool, and it still is, depending on where you at. Hey, what's up, Tasneem? But driving today is too stressful, man. It's too stressful. So, we got a little waterfall over here. No, I'm just out here taking a walk near my apartment. I had a client that rescheduled, so I said, let me go outside and just get some fresh air. And it really helps sometimes just to get your mind off the computer. You know, you stay in that computer and you stay in that four-corner room, you just feel like you're like in a prison. Sometimes you got to get outside and get some fresh air just to release, just to convince your brain that, hey, there's a life out here outside of work and obligations. You know, there's a life out here. In a couple more weeks, I'll have Fridays off. I'm gonna take you guys to the volcano out here in Hawaii on the Big Island. They have, I can't pronounce how to, Kulea. I don't know. It's a really nice volcano out here, Volcano National Park. I'm gonna take you guys to. Hey, what's up, Maria? How you doing? I'm blessed. Just trying to stay positive. Today, I kind of woke up in a bad spirit. I wasn't really motivated. I was like, man, you know, human nature life is so interesting, right, guys? We have some days where we just feel like we're on top of it. You feel so charged up, and then some days you just feel so motivated. It's like, God, give me strength, give me strength. You know, life is like a roller coaster for real. Yeah, we got to keep going. We got to keep going and staying positive. I probably won't post nothing tonight. I'll probably just spend some time with my daughter. And hey, what's up, agent? Yeah, no, this is just a check-in. I probably won't even leave this up, man. This is just a check-in. I had a client reschedule, which I rarely have happen, so I had some time to come outside. Just wanted to empower you guys, show you some love, and just let you know, you're doing good. You're on the right track. God sees the struggle and the challenges that you're going. I hope you feel better, agent. He sees your work that you're doing. You know, sometimes we work and work and work, and we're not really getting celebrated. You know, sometimes you just feel like another number. You guys are not another number to me, man. You know, I'm praying for you. Just want to let you know you're doing a good job. You know, when you're on the right track, God is going to reward you for all this hard work that you're doing and all this love that you're showing and sacrifice that you're making for the community, for your family. God is going to bless you guys. Don't give up. You know, don't lose hope. You know, I know these are some really challenging times and some difficult times, but, you know, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I see the effort and the work that you're doing, you know. It says in the last days it's going to be some challenging times, some really perilous times. So I just wanted to just inspire you guys and say, just keep going. I woke up feeling really just, you know, I miss my wife, you know, and just raising my daughter alone and working full time. It's a lot. So it's just like trying to stay in good spirits and try to stay positive and, you know, keep my head up. You know, my wife is able to take care of herself and she's doing really well. She lost a lot of weight. She's in a better space mentally. So I'm thankful that this time is really blessing her and helping her out. Sometimes husbands, you know, we have to put down what we want in our will to make, you know, life a little bit better for our wives and for our families. You know, all it's going to do is help us in the long term. So just, you know, you guys pray for me and just trying to stay positive minded. and not get discouraged. You know, but really proud of you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. We hit 14K. I've only been doing YouTube for about 2 months. I haven't really been on here that long. So I'm really proud. 14,000 is a lot of people. So, that kind of motivated me and inspired me. I want to be very intentional with some of these topics. So I was doing research like all night when my daughter fell asleep on just different things that I can talk about, different points I can connect. And, I'm going to take a break tonight just to focus on my daughter. But, if you guys have any ideas or any topics, I don't want to like be like other content creators, but I want to make a theme of like the last days, prophecy, and connect it to like real world events, connected to everyday issues that we're dealing with. What does it mean for believers? But that America, the Final Boss did numbers. I was really surprised. I just came up with that last minute before I went to the park. I didn't even expect, I try not to set any expectations. The higher the expectation, the higher the frustration, right? So I try not to expect anything, really. I'm thankful for even 14 people in here today. I'm thankful. So, but I didn't expect. YouTube is really weird like that. Sometimes you'll have a live where it's just hundreds and hundreds of people. And then some days you'll have lives where it's, it's so many different variables, I guess, that go into that. And I was doing some research on YouTube. They were saying like the algorithm, it picks up your video and promotes it to more people, the better it does. And as it picks up, so there's a lot of different, stuff that goes into YouTube that I really didn't think about. But nevertheless, I'm thankful, even if the algorithm doesn't pick it up. So yeah, just have some time. You would do great, step by step. We all carry big and little packages, and still, like we say, shit comes and it also goes away. Yeah, you ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. Life is like that, where you can celebrate the good times, celebrate your achievements, but don't let them define you. If you get a blessing and if you get a reward, enjoy it, but don't let it stop you. Don't let it be the only barrier or only thing that you identify yourself with, because when you don't keep getting it, you get discouraged, right? So really keep a level head. I told myself when my video did 12,000 on the tsunami, I was like, I'm not going to get too big-headed and pompous, and I'm thankful I didn't, because it went back to like 500, 600, which is fine. But it's a blessing that I even hit 12K or 14K, and I've only been on here for 2 months. So I'm not tripping. That's a blessing that people are even taking the time that you guys are even in here is a blessing, So I appreciate that. Little turtle over there poking his head out the water. Right, little turtle, like, yeah, this is in Hawaii. Y'all see the little turtle? Turtles love hanging down here by this river. I noticed that. They love hanging down here. You see the little turtle, guys? My wife, she's Chinese. She says when you see turtles, that's a sign of good luck. But we believe in blessings. We don't believe in luck. But I get what she's saying, though. Yeah, out here in Hawaii, it looked like Hawaii too, like really urban, but surrounded by all this beautiful nature. It's like you can look at pictures and tell it's Hawaii. Yeah, this is Hawaii. Yeah, so I'll probably take a break on the lives today and just be present with my daughter and, give her that attention and give her that time. I got to appreciate this time while she's young. They get old before you know it, and next thing you know, they're on their tablets and on their iPad, and they don't want to be bothered with you. So I got to enjoy this little time that I'm getting with her. And so, be more intentional with her and spend more time with her today. Probably take her out to the parks and stuff like that. And just think about the content and just how to take it to the next level. I have editors in India that do like an awesome job on my long form videos, that do like introductions and just do an awesome job. So But I've been really focusing just on the lives. I like the lives. I like to connect with people, interact with people. How are your guys' day going on your end? It's Wednesday. We're midweek. Yeah, I just woke up feeling just like, man, like another day, you know, like sometimes it's like that. It takes everything just to kind of motivate you, you know. You just wake up, you're just like, ah. You know, I get up at like 6 in the morning every day, get my daughter, and that bird almost scared me. Kind of came out of nowhere. How are you guys' day going? These pigeons are so brave out here in Hawaii. They don't got no fear. You guys have days like that where you wake up and you're just like you're just like over it. The day hasn't even started, and you're just like, Lord, just get me through this day, Lord God. Get me through this day. Give me the strength, the courage to just get to work, to deal with traffic, to not get too stressed out, you know. You got to even pray just to have a safe trip. Lord, bless my trip back and forth from work. Just not let me get too caught up in the drivers next to me where I'm upset because they're on my bumper or all this. You know, you got to pray for everything. Pray without ceasing, you know. Really do. I got a little friend here. It's 2 a.m. at my place Thursday. Ah, how cool is that? What's up, Peace? Oh, that's a cool name, Peace. He said it's 2 a.m., huh? Yeah, it's 10:43 in the morning over here in Hawaii. It's good today. We got the little waterfall down here. I would like to check that waterfall out. I know those days we are not alone in that, so make yourself a great father-daughter day. Bedtime there, night-night. Oh, okay, hope you get some rest. Hope you get some good rest, Maria. I appreciate you. Yeah, we'll have a good daddy-daughter day. Take her out. She loves Hawaii. She loves being outdoors, being out in nature. She loves it. She really does. Hope you have a good night, Maria. I appreciate you. And really, it's a blessing to be able to work from home and not have to worry about traffic and, you know, having to drive back and forth here and there. So I can't really complain. You know, all I have to do is just drop her off at daycare and then just come back and work from home. So, you know, it could be worse, man. I've had to drive a lot. When my wife was in Irvine and I was working in San Diego, I was driving back and forth every day, man. Like, shit, 3 hours to work and back. So I know how it feels to have to make really long trips. So I can't really complain. But I appreciate you guys supporting, man. You guys are really solid on YouTube. I'm learning how to deal with the trolls a little bit better. These trolls are something else on YouTube, huh? Some people just come on here with that hate. I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about them because it ain't gonna change them, but man, that whole troll world, that troll economy, whew, you gotta really prepare for that when you're a content creator, because those trolls can really get you there, take you to a negative space. So learn how to better navigate that, not let the trolls sabotage, you know, what I'm trying to build. Yeah, not trying to get too caught up in that negativity and that hate. They got me out of character last week. I was so pissed off, feeding too much into what the trolls, you know, the trolls and their perspectives and stuff they be saying. I can't get too caught up in that. Yeah, so we're over here on Pueyo in downtown Hilo. Really nice bridge, you know, just to come clear your mind a little bit. You guys get out into nature. If you got a desk job where you're working on the computer and your eyes are hurting, sometimes it helps just to kind of take a walk and just see some trees, see some green nature. They do a lot of surfing back over there on that other side early in the mornings. That's over there at Hilo Bay. Yeah, so I guess I'll get ready to get back to work. Hope you guys have a blessed day. I probably won't be back on tonight. I'm just gonna spend some time with my daughter and give her a good day. I'm still kind of writing out some ideas and just praying that God gives me discernment on some of these videos, kind of slowing down a little bit. Have some pretty cool locations still to show you guys on the Hilo side. It's just hard when I have my daughter because I don't want her to hurt herself because there's so many lava rocks and things out here, and I don't want to try to show out for YouTube and take her somewhere and it's not safe for kids really. They have a nice black sand beach that I'll probably go to. That's really nice that I can show you guys. It's really nice. A lot of beautiful nature here on the Big Island though. I notice people like to see the environment and see some of the nature and stuff like that. So maybe this weekend I'll do Black Sand Beach, and there's a couple other really nice locations out here. All right, I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. I don't know if you're at work or if you got the day off or whatever you have today. I hope it's blessed and you guys have a blessed rest of your evening. To my knowledge, I haven't seen any aquariums out here. I have to research that. I haven't seen any since I've been out here. They have museums though. Tsunami Museum. They have a lot of really good museums out here. But good to see you, Agent 327, man. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you feel better. Hope you're doing well. Lord God, I pray for my viewers. I pray that you give them strength and courage and help them eradicate all negativity in their life, whether it's from the drivers in traffic, from the customer service, to the managers, to the supervisors, to the family members, to their own selves. Sometimes, Lord, you know, we can be even enemies of our own well-being. I pray that you give us strength, Lord God, in these last days. and just thank you for everything in Jesus'